your friends for the ultimate bragging rights. Play Speed Fantasy Racing all chase long. Go to speed.com/fantasy and pick your 5 drivers today. Drivers making green flag pit stops, and we've just seen Johnny Sauter make his 2nd stop during this green flag run. Let's go down for Herman.
Yeah, Ricky came down to pit road and got 2 right side tires, and they tried to fix a little bit of the damage on the rear of this truck. Then when he got back on the racetrack, he got the bad news. Too fast entering, too fast exiting. Had to come back in for a pass-through. It gets worse for Johnny Sauter.
You guys, I'm just not sure why they took the time to repair the damage to that right rear corner. I don't think it was affecting anything. It took, we watched it on that first pit stop. It took several extra seconds to repair that damage. And they didn't do a very good job of repairing it. It's still damaged. Yeah, they actually didn't even repair it. They spent 6 or 7 seconds trying to repair it.
So Johnny Sauter trying to win a championship this year, now 2 laps down to the field. But again, everyone in front of, well, everyone with the exception of 5 trucks in front of him will have to come to pit road before the end of this race.
We're hearing our first, these are our first green flag pit stops. We saw Johnny Sauter too fast on pit road, as was the 17, and Timothy Peters were getting a report as well. So these guys have got to be a little bit conservative. If I'm a crew chief for spotters, I'd say, look, they're busted people. Back it down a couple hundred for me just to be safe on this green flag pit stop.
NASCAR will allow these teams 5 extra miles an hour. I'm like you, Michael, to say, let's don't push the envelope here. We got to make sure we don't have to come back in. Here comes Timothy Peters to serve his penalty of a pass-through.
So Timothy Peters was 17th, just 1 lap down. He will now go 2 laps down as he's serving this penalty. Ty Dillon 2 laps down. Dakota Armstrong's 2 laps down.
Johnny Sauter just got passed by Austin Dillon. That put him 3 laps down now. You see Johnny right behind Austin Dillon in that silver truck.
2nd place, Ron Hornaday. There he is between the 98 and 92.
Clay Rogers there in the 92. He's up to the 13th spot. Solid run for Clay tonight.
Race leader coming to pit road. Austin Dillon will relinquish the lead. Hornaday now your race leader as he crosses the stripe in front of him. Dillon coming to pit road for his final stop.
And Rick, Andy Houston came on the radio and said, be very conservative on your trip down pit road. NASCAR has busted a lot of drivers. He said, we've got the best truck here, so you don't need to do any speeding. He comes in. They are going to go to put tires on this Bass Pro Shop Chevrolet. Austin Dillon said the truck started to get a little bit tight right there at the end of the run. Hermie. So James Busser's coming to pit road, giving up the 2nd position. They're going to play a little bit of pit strategy here, going 2 right side tires on this 31 truck. He's a little bit too free. A little bit too free. Right side tires for the 31. The 18 truck of Brian Eichler comes to pit road as well. These guys have been too loose all night long. Brian Eichler has not liked this truck. They're bringing it in. They're going to do an air pressure adjustment. Going to right side tires only is the call. We'll see. That's what they think with. Yes, 2 right sides and full of fuel for Brian Eichler.
Hornaday and Lofton running 1 and 2. They should be able to go at least another 7 or 8 laps before they will have to come onto pit road. But they are on a different strategy. We see Cale Gale in the ring, number 33, making his way onto pit road. Ray.
Cale Gale is saying his truck is really, really tight. They want to make air pressure adjustments on the right side to try to help free him up a little bit. Talking on the radio constantly about confidence a little bit, something that Cale Gale has lacked a bit, and they spotter and crew chief trying to help him gain that as they go through there doing right side tires on that Ream Chevrolet. 32, Blake Feast also coming in. Remember, he was a truck that was involved in that Coulter crash on pit road earlier. Blake Feast saying that his truck is not consistent from run to run. They're going right side tires on that Turner Motorsports entry. Also see a track bar adjustment there. Ricky Carmichael coming in. Monster Energy Chevrolet going right side tires. Ricky said he would like a little bit more forward bite coming up off the corner. They also made a track bar adjustment.
Phil, we talk about differing strategies. I sure do like Hornaday, Lofton, PK, some of these guys, especially PK, Cole Witt, and Jason White. They're only going to have to get a splash of gas here at the end. That's less time on pit road. They're going to gain some track position. Be interesting to see how all this plays out.
but definitely some options with these tires. Teams knowing they can put on 2, or they can just get a splash of gas.
These tires have maintained their speed because of the cooler temperatures and the grip levels. So I think you're exactly right. Maybe 3 or 4 seconds of fuel for somebody like PK Jr. may be the difference in winning this race now.
They got to play their strategy right. They can't make any mistakes. This is getting down to the end of the race. You get busted on pit road now, your day's shot. You make a mistake early in the going, maybe you overcome it. Not at this point.
Their second place, Justin Lofton. He is 11 seconds behind Ron Hornaday. We only have 7 on the lead lap right now. Again, green flag pit stops continue to cycle through. We've had different strategies coming into this final pit stop. What a big night it would be for Ron Hornaday if he is able to get to the front and win this race. It would be win number 50. We've had some amazing things already happen. 15 lead changes, 10 different drivers out front.
Yeah, we pretty much could tell what was going to happen last week in Loudon. We don't have any idea about tonight. There's been more different people up front, lead changes, differing strategies. This has been entertaining.
There's Austin Dillon, and remember, Austin right now is being shown 1 lap down. He gets by our second place truck of Justin Lofton, but again, 1 lap down to Ron Hornaday.
And by the way, Ron Hornaday's 12 seconds ahead, Austin. You won't be seeing the leader for a while, but Ron will be to pit road before much longer.
You know, we would expect Ron to be coming to pit road around lap 130, maybe 135, in between that area, and that's coming up here in the next 2 to 5 laps.
See Ty Dillon move over for Austin now. He knows Austin has a good truck right now, trying to make up some ground here because he knows Ron Hornaday, if this race stays green, is going to have to make a pit stop. Ty wants to run as fast as Austin wants to run as fast as he can every lap in order to be able to be in front of Ron Hornaday when Ron makes his pit stop.
I'm just curious about Nelson PK Jr. When they threw the green flag, he didn't go charging around the top side and fly through all that traffic he was in. He just sort of rode in line there. Maybe they began saving fuel as soon as the green flag dropped after his pit stop on lap 87. Maybe he thinks he's got an outside shot of stretching it really close to the end.
63 laps, Michael. That's man. But Jeff Hensley, he won that race at Atlanta with Ron Hornaday.
Justin Lofton gives up second place. He makes his way onto pit road. Perfect.
Justin Lofton has had a great run all night long. They're coming to pit road and calling for 2 right side tires. They're going to try to get by with about 1 can of gas to get to the finish. But this team, new manufacturing Chevrolet, he's 1 can of gas, 2 right side tires. Really been strong the last couple of weeks, trying to bring home a good finish.
Problems for Jason White in the 23. He's slow on the racetrack, trying to stay down on the bottom of the track.
He's going to be on the access road. I think he has stayed off the racetrack. I didn't know if that was speedy dry or speed zorb down there that he was running through, or maybe a little bit of smoke out of that truck. You think maybe he ran out of fuel? That was only about 45 laps, but we don't know for sure that he got it full on his pit stop.
Yeah, he put it on the same lap that PK Jr. did as well. So
This time, watch pit road.
sounds like Hornaday's coming this time. Do you think so, Phil?
Something like Bruce Cook calling him to pit road. Said, watch your speed now.
Slow on pit road is Jason White in the 23. We're seeing a couple other trucks making their way onto pit road now as well. Here comes race leader Ron Hornaday. Pivotal stop for the 2 team.
They're going to go up on air pressure, Rick, on the right front for Ron Hornaday. Plus 1 pound, that's his adjustment. Remember, when you look at the stats, his last 2 races here, he finished 27 and 29. They believe tonight might be win number 50 for Hornaday. Right side tires only going to give it just a little bit of gas. This pit stop will happen on lap 133. Tires away, Hornaday back to the racetrack.
All the way.
So quick stop for Ron Hornaday, making his way back out onto the racetrack. Nelson PK Jr. out in front of the field now. He came onto pit road on lap 87. So he again may be trying to stretch this all the way. He's going to have to go into fuel conservation mode very quickly if he's going to make it the remaining 16 laps.
He needed to do it when he started this run, not now.
Inside of 16 to go, Nelson PK Jr. out in front.
You want to win a Focus?
It gets up to 40 miles per gallon on the highway.
So you know what that means?
Less pit stops.
40 of them are on the line. For a chance to win one,
All you have to do is get online. We got to do all the driving. Sign up and watch us race.
The Ford Racing takes home 3 championships.
40 of you take home a Ford Focus.
It's that easy.
We're winning so you can win.
So what are you waiting for?
I'm a Wrangler guy. Always have been, always will be.
For unbeatable comfort and value, the right choice is Wrangler.
Gotta say, nothing beats Wrangler comfort. Wrangler, real comfortable jeans.
If I were cheese, I wouldn't want to let go of myself either. Come try the cheese-inspired dishes on our 2, 4, 6, 8 value menu. Only at Denny's.
Oh, this is so intense.
My hands are actually sweating. I have to go to the bathroom so badly I'm doing irreparable damage to my kidneys right now. Well, just go. I'll bother you. And what if the Yankees lose? It would be because I somehow jinxed it. I promise you, I will never go to the bathroom again.
I get it.
Now, you do know that when the Red Sox win, I'll be haunting your dreams for the next 6 months, right? And you understand that when the Yankees win, I will use my connections at the State Department to have that wife of yours deported.
Well, then I'm gonna tell your brothers where you live.
Yeah. No. Well, John, I'm sorry. Oh, come on. I'm so sorry.
Tuesday, the opportunity of a lifetime hangs in the balance.
This week is going to determine if I can change the rest of my life.
And for 2, the dream ends here.
So bring your A game.
GT Academy is all new, Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern on Speed.
Welcome back to the Kentucky 225. Nelson Piquet Jr. gives out the lead to come to pit road. 2.5 seconds worth of fuel and a quick wedge adjustment. No tires for the 8. We'll see where it puts him back onto the racetrack. Is he going to be close to the leader, guys?
Well, right now, Tom Bodine is your race leader. He will have to come to pit road, as well as his teammate Brendan Gaughan, Piquet Jr. It's going to be close to find out if he and Ron Hornaday will be able to battle it out for this lead or win.
See Todd running low, waving his hand, coming to pit road, just letting Timothy Peters there behind him know what his plans are.
Todd's awfully slow there.
We saw Piquet. He looked fast when he got to that cone. I guess he got to slow down. I'm not hearing a penalty for Piquet, but darn, that was close, I think.
It's going to be our race leader right there at the left of your screen, Ron Hornaday. He has about a second lead right now on Austin Dillon, who's running in the 2nd spot.
And he ran a faster lap time than Dillon that last time too, Phil. So they're going to have a heck of a time getting Ron up out of this 2 truck that they're planning on before the year's over.
Your top 3 have enough fuel. They can make it all the way. Hornaday, Austin Dillon, James Busher will easily be able to make it on fuel. Let's go back trackside to Ray.
Real quick splash for the Valvoline Tundra for Todd Bodine. They have thrown everything and the kitchen sink at this truck tonight, but he said it is just way too loose. Not going to be a contender for the win tonight for Bodine.
Austin Dillon, last lap by, was the fastest on the racetrack, but he's got a lot of gap. He's got a gain on Hornaday. 9/10 of a second as we have just 9 laps to go.
That's just a 10th of a lap, isn't it?
Yeah, and he got just that, a 10th last time by, Phil. So he has some speed on Ron on that last trip around the track.
But have some traffic to deal with. There's 4 trucks right now running in front of Ron Hornaday. I'm not sure he's going to get him this lap. If not this lap, though, he'll get him next lap.
There it is again. Austin Dillon, faster than Hornaday that time by. Closing the gap with just 8 laps to go.
It's going to be tight, Phil. But you know, Hornaday's racing toward victory tonight with a fast truck. We saw him win Atlanta on pit strategy. I know win number 50 with a fast truck would mean the world to Ron.
How about this traffic right here? Now look at Austin Dillon close up in traffic.
Hornaday trying to get by his teammate, Cale Gale. Austin Dillon closing the gap now. Almost to the back bumper and to the back bumper of Hornaday. Here's the battle for the lead.
And traffic was the key right there. Now they're going to move around Joey Coulter. Austin to the tire tracks of Ron Hornaday.
I like the way Hornaday entered turn 1. He knew Coulter would be an issue. Went in a little bit high. Austin looked under him, but Ron made the run around Coulter and held Austin off.
Hornaday Gap once again looking for his 50th win in the Camping World Truck Series. Austin Dillon.
Yeah, put a gap on Austin there through the traffic. That was a veteran move and a solid move by Ron Hornaday down in turn 1.
Gained about 0.3 of a second that time on Austin. Austin's going to try to fight back using a little bit higher line right now. They're pulling up on the back of Todd 09. Todd doesn't want to go a lap down. He's the last truck on the lead lap right now.
Ron's able to get to the bottom of Todd in 3 and 4, but he's not going to be able to clear. Yes, Todd gives him a
Look at the momentum Austin's going to have when he gets there.
A little bobble by Hornaday at the bottom of the racetrack allows Dillon to close the gap once again. That time by 0.2 of a second separate 1 and 2.
When Todd Bodine gave Ron a break there, Ron was stuck to the inside. Maybe Todd rolls out of the gas a little bit. It did break Ron's momentum, but it could have been a lot worse.
This is what Austin Dillon needs. He needs a longer run. That's where he's been fastest. When he gets into his rhythm, he's able to go faster than anybody on the racetrack.
We've got less than 5 laps to go. We were coming down to 4 laps to go. He's not going to get a longer run.
4 laps remaining when they cross the stripe. The difference between 1 and 2. 0.3 of a second. So Hornaday, a little quicker that lap, able to put some distance between he and Austin Dillon.
Look at Austin down on the bottom of the track in 1 and 2. Gained some ground on Hornaday.
Austin pulls in with a couple truck links right now.
Oh, this is good stuff here. Couple of guys flat out right now, Phil, racing for the win. You've got the young man, Austin Dillon, chasing the veteran, Ron Hornaday, looking for win number 50. Austin Dillon's looking for his first championship this year.
First championship and 4th Truck Series win. His last win came earlier this year at Chicagoland, and it was a monumental win. He was able to beat Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick. Now, if he can beat the most wins ever in the Truck Series.
Did you like those differing lines you saw there, Phil? Ron ran in just a little bit high and slower and then exited hard. Austin did the opposite. He went in strong, but he lost the nose leaving the corner.
I think right now I'd like to have the momentum leaving the corner right now. Ron Hornaday able to hold him off now. Just 2 to go.
2 laps remaining. Hornaday 3 miles away from win number 50. Austin Dillon still 0.4 of a second back from Hornaday.
Doesn't look like lap traffic is going to play a factor in this race. It's just a couple of cats giving it all they got.
Just heard Andy Houston say, beat him on exit. Beat him on exit.
And he saw the same thing we saw. He saw Ron pull out at the exit of the corner.
White flag goes in the air. 1 lap remaining in Kentucky.
Been a lot of different drivers winning that 2 truck this year. Will Ron Hornaday's name be added to that list?
What about Ron stepping up and saying, I can drive this 2 truck to victory lane as well? He's got about 10 truck lengths on Austin Dillon as they head into 3.
Hornaday, 2 wins already this season. Texas and Atlanta, both 1.5-mile tracks. Will he add Kentucky to it? This will be his 3rd win in Kentucky if he holds on. Coming out of 4, Ron Hornaday wins career race number 50.
Thank you. Good start, guys. You guys are awesome. Good pit call.
How about that? You think after 49 previous ones, he's still pretty happy, isn't he?
I bet you none of them feels any better than this one, don't you think, Phil?
Absolutely.
His first win, April 8, 1995 at Tucson Park. That's how far he has come in this series. From the very inception of the series in 1995 to now his 50th win, monumental win.
He wants to know if he can burn it down.
Can I burn this thing down?
You don't hear that from Ron Hornaday very often, but then again, no one's ever won 50 races in this series.
And remember, this team is disbanding. Ron Hornaday right now does not have a ride for next year.
And this proves a whole lot to a lot of people, I think. People are whispering, does Ron still have it? He just drove flat out to the victory, no strategy involved, just drove the wheels off that truck and beat the fastest guy in the garage, Austin Dillon. I love Ron's accomplishment tonight.
No fuel strategy, no slowest truck on the racetrack at the end, the fastest truck on the racetrack at the end.
You look at the numbers. When Hornaday won that first race back in 1995, the guy who finished second in this race was 5. Austin Dillon, 5 years old back in 1995, and Hornaday has racked up 50 wins in the Camping World Truck Series.
I know he's struggled in his 33 truck at times this season, like really loose. We've seen him bobbling around. Tonight he was bobbling, but he was bobbling hauling the mail, wasn't he?
Sure was. He's going to gain a little bit of ground on the points. Austin Dillon will leave here with a point lead once again, but Ron has closed it up a little bit, only 42 behind now.
Again, a great manufacturers championship building between Chevrolet and Toyota. A great owners championship between Kevin Harvick Incorporated and Kyle Busch. And now the drivers championship, Hornaday with another win.
Kyle Busch, let's do this. Let's do this. That's how you do a donut.
What would you do with your favorite driver? Enter your design at ToyotaRacing.com.
Just outside of Memphis, a barbecue joint. Not the best known, just the best. The Germantown Commissary. The walls are cluttered with famous folks who've shared the secret. Where to find the best damn ribs south of Mason-Dixon. Another secret we're sharing, Evan Williams bourbon. This is the smooth stuff, good stuff. Evan Williams, smooth bourbon, priced right. Spread the word.
That's 36,000 miles.
I'm out of here.
The warranty just ran out. Good thing I have you boys.
When the warranty runs out, just come in. Pep Boys does everything a car dealer does for less. Right now, get a Pennzoil do-it-yourself oil change with 5 quarts and filter, just $11.99.
Just come in. Pep Boys does everything for less.
Get your race face on, sports fans, because Charlotte Motor Speedway just announced Oktoberfest, a solid week of skiing. It's Bojangles Pole Night and the Dollar General 300 Miles of Courage. And the finale, Saturday night. NASCAR heavyweights Earnhardt, Busch, Hamlin, and Harvick in the Bank of America 500, October 15th. All on the biggest stage ATV on the planet. Oktoberfest is racing, camping, great food, great bands, and you. Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's the greatest place to see the race.
With the Charter Price Guarantee, you lock in low prices for 2 full years on TV, internet, and phone. So you can sit back and enjoy 2 years of everyone's favorite shows when you want them most. That's 2 years of sharing and streaming. And 2 years of hellos and misyous at low prices you can count on. Sign up for the Charter Price Guarantee and let it all in.
Attention antidepressant users. The FDA has associated the use of certain antidepressants with birth defects.
If you took Celexa, Lexapro, Paxil, Effexor, Zoloft, Prozac, or Prestige and had a child born with a serious birth defect, call the Rely On Group now.
Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 1-800-573-5630.
The NASCAR Camping World Truck Series on Speed is brought to you by Camping World, Good Sam RV Club. Everything for the RV lifestyle, including RVs, accessories, warranties, insurance, roadside assistance, and more. By AutoZone. Parts is just part of what we do. Get the zone, AutoZone. And Ram Trucks, designed, tested, and proven to be the best trucks we've built. Ram. Let's head to victory lane number 50 for Ron Hornaday.
Well, here comes the master. He climbs out. 4 championships. One that got away by only 7 points. But when you look back on all the accomplishments, maybe none quite as impressive as tonight at Kentucky Speedway. He said on the radio, good pit call, but also some awesome driving. How about that? What an accomplishment. Does it even sink into you just how amazing that is to get win number 50?
Thank you, Kevin Delana. This is so awesome. Give me Bruce and all these guys. I'm excited just going around the track. I'm tired of just that, but Hollywood Casino, thanks for coming aboard. And it takes so many people, and this bubble built seat is bad. I mean, I felt that thing. It got sideways a couple times. Bruce tightened it up and really got the truck good. But man, all through the year it takes a lot of people. Kroger, Hunt's Brother Pizza, Ream, Armored, Chevrolet.
How about this girl here in the pink?
She was with me every one of them. I can't say enough for Kevin Delaney and believing in me, putting me in the 2 truck. At least got my 50th win. That's pretty darn cool. And I don't know what that does for points, but I hope Carroll did pretty good to keep that 33 up there.
Big line of drivers coming in here to celebrate along with Ron Hornaday. An amazing accomplishment in NASCAR. He now has his 50th win in the Camping Road Truck Series. Hermie?
Well, also know it's not what you wanted. Had laid everything this all weekend long and come home second. It's a good run for you guys. Tell us about those last few laps, moving around your line, trying to get the job done.
Yeah, just trying everything, driving so hard, and right front just started pushing really bad. I got tight in traffic, and I could gain a lot on entry into the center to him. That was our only chance, really. Other than that, I just got so tight that last run, and the guys did a good job on pit road. We had a little problem with the water temp getting really high at one point, and I was worried about it, so I was backing off quite a bit, and that's where we lost some of our lead for getting on pit road. And you know, just it's close. I think Bass Pro Shops is a good point stay for us. Everybody's still close, so we'll go to Las Vegas, a place where we won at last year, and take the same truck and see if we can do it again.
And talk about that championship battle. First time you've really been in this position, you know, trying to defend, you know, your points title as well. How do you think you'll have to race, you know, points race and try to win some races as you head down the stretch?
I'm gonna have to do better on restarts. I don't know what our problem is. When I go to third, I get killed. We lose there. Other than that, you know, we're just keep doing what we're doing. Finishing these races, staying out of trouble, getting them at the end. When we're there at the end, we'll have a shot at the championship.
That's Austin Dillon. He comes home second.
Thanks, Hermie. Take a look at our point standings. With 5 races remaining in the season, Austin Dillon has a 3-point lead over James Busher, 2 21-year-olds up top.
Yeah, and the 50-some-year-old said, don't count me out yet, y'all. I got a shot at you. Hey, look at this top 5 right here. 3 of our top 5 finishes today in the top 5 in points. Ron Hornaday, our winner now, 42 points back. Johnny Sauter, some issues on pit road, but was able to rebound for a 14th place finish, so it didn't kill him tonight.
A big, big night for Ron Hornaday. Able to grab his 50th win, continuing to set the records in the Camping World Truck Series.
Get your race face on, sports fans, because Charlotte Motor Speedway just announced Oktoberfest, a solid week of speed. Wednesday, it's the late model Outlaws. Then it's Bojangles Pole Night and a Dollar General 300 miles of courage. And the finale, Saturday night, NASCAR heavyweights Earnhardt, Busch, Hamlin, and Harvick in the Bank of America 500, October 15th. All in the biggest ATV on the planet. Oktoberfest is racing, camping, great food, great bands, and you, Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's the greatest place to see the race.
Okay, you know you're going to need new tires. It's inevitable, right? So why not get them from TireRack.com? With TireRack's online research tools, you'll know you're getting exactly the right tires for you, your car, and the way you drive it, all at a great price. Don't just change your tires, change the way you buy tires. The biggest selection of tires. One more way TireRack is revolutionizing the way you buy tires. TireRack.com. Research, buy, deliver, install.
Alright, before you do this, you gotta do this. Duplicolor Bed Armor. It's the do-it-yourself truck bed liner. Bed Armor is gonna protect your truck from what you throw in it. And it's the one made with Kevlar, so you know it's strong. Bed Armor won't chip, flake, or fade. It's the toughest truck bed coating on the market, period. So go ahead. Duplicolor Bed Armor with Kevlar will help protect it. Now available in aerosol. Go to bedarmor.com to find a retailer nearest you.
Is the best in life passing you by because you still don't have a big screen high-definition TV? How would you like a brand new extra-large state-of-the-art 50-inch plasma TV? Tronics Country will make it happen for you, no matter what your credit history. With Tronics Country, you're approved. If you have an active checking account and can afford flexible low payments, we'll send you a brand new 50-inch high-definition TV, guaranteed. We'll even help rebuild your credit as you make the payment.
Call Tronics Country today at 1-800-739-7460. That's 1-800-739-7460.
Got something.
Let it all in with Charter Internet and get the speed and reliability you need.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Welcome back to Kentucky Speedway. Even though Austin Dillon's number is 3 might be the number for James Busher tonight. James Busher finished 3rd in this race, and he's 3 points back in the points championship. State of Iowa Irving.
James Busher getting a little drink, and you come on 3rd tonight. Tell us about you guys' pit strategy on and off pit road. Came on with a solid finish.
I was surprised as much as everybody pitted tonight, but you know, it helped us because we kept making adjustments to the truck all night long. On the fuel stops, we make wedge adjustments and you know, just little adjustments to get the truck better. And you know, we struggled tight in the beginning, then a little loose in, and the truck really took off, drove the best when we finally got a lot of laps on some tires. And told that to Shelton and the guys, and they kind of put a strategy together to go for 2 tires. We weren't as good as the 2 and the 3, so didn't hurt to try it, but it didn't work out anyway. But a 3rd place finish is definitely what we need for this XI Batteries team. We've had a couple rough races the last couple weeks, but I think this is the way we'll run the rest of the year.
As James Busher, he comes home 3rd. He keeps a tight points battle going with Austin Dillon.
Thanks, I tell you what, he needs to do something like this. Finish 3rd because his closest competitor is 2nd today, Austin Dillon, with a great run, a great points run, and a great truck all weekend.
Yeah, we're heading to Vegas where Austin won last year, so, but I do like James's pace. I mean, he's able to fight and finish right up front. There's Austin's brother Ty down in 18th, but darn, Bill, you got to give him an A for the run tonight. Really solid for Ty Dillon.
Yeah, had some good pit strategy. Got him up front. He raced up front, passed his way up into the top 5. But we go back to the top 5, and let's give a call out to Nelson Piquet Jr., who was so fast, finished 4th, and Brian Eichel did a nice job in Kyle Busch's truck to finish 5th. 50 wins. That's amazing.
The 53-year-old out of Palmdale, California, a big smile on his face. Wife Lindy there in his arm as they're celebrating a huge milestone in this series.
Yeah, the guy on his left, I mean on his right, with our left, is Bruce Cook, who's won with 3 different drivers this year in that 2 truck.
Racing under the lights in the Camping World Truck Series, it was a little bit cold, but the racing on the track heated up. Austin Dillon was fast. Hornaday was able to use strategy to get out front and hold on through the passes. 50th win of his career, the most by any driver in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series.
In 2 weeks, the Camping World Truck Series heads west to Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada. Last year at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Austin Dillon got his 2nd win of the season, on his way to his Rookie of the Year title. This year, he's betting on the new title of Champion. Who will have the best